Hey everyone! Welcome to the sewer. I am the King Jellyfish and I'm about ready to serve my first meal. So, welcome back to my channel everyone. And today, I wanted to talk about something more serious on this channel, which is the pandemic of the COVID-19 virus.
Coronavirus!
I'll try to keep my edits to a minimum, but I just wanted to talk about my life and how I've been affected by the virus because there's really nothing else to talk about. So, as you can see, I'm back home, the ghetto, from college, because it's either I move out and get a fat check from FAFSA, or I stay at college feeling isolated and in prison because we're in quarantine and we can't do anything. So that's fun. So I had to drive home with all my stuff here. So I guess I want to start with like how I've been affected by this pandemic. So yes, I have not been sick. True. Thank goodness I have not been sick. And for all those who are actually like affected by the virus and are fighting that illness, I do send my prayers and my support to them, and hopefully we may be able to get through this pandemic efficiently. So I feel like initially with the pandemic, like it was very worrisome because, like, I want to say that, like, when it did reach America, it did start off as a joke before, like, it actually picked up the pace to become where it's at right now. And yes, it eventually did become worrisome, but, like, initially it did start off as a joke. It was just out of nowhere and everything was just being chaotic. Like, people are raiding stores. Um, it's just brought a lot of tension. And I feel like for me at least, it wasn't necessarily the virus itself that was bringing the tension, but it was like how it was affecting my daily routines, like going to the gym, hanging out with my friends, eating like in dining halls or like eating at food places and all that. It's been affecting my life. And I do want to say that it also kind of like affected my mental health at one point because I kind of felt like I was lonely because of the isolation and that like I had no one to kind of support. And I mean, yeah, I had my friends with me in college, but like, even then I just didn't feel like myself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because I feel like with the pandemic, it does give you time to reflect on yourself and your identity, your actions, and all that. It's a good time of reflection because I thought I kind of knew myself when I was at college, but then like after this pandemic, it's like there's still parts of myself I haven't necessarily explored yet, you know? So I definitely want to say that during this pandemic, it's good to not go outside. Like, do not go outside. Don't put other people at risk because I feel like as much as it's important for you to reflect during this time period, it's also more important to think about others during this time period instead of yourself, and to not think about like, oh, like I can't do this, I can't go anywhere and all that. Like, it's not about you, it's about the well-being of other people. So I feel like this is a period of time where we need to be selfless and sacrifice some of our daily routines in order to help others and to prevent them from like becoming infected by the virus. So please do not go outside. Yeah, I definitely wanted to say that it's important to kind of think about others in this time period. I think that's what helped me to better myself with staying at home and to not go outside. Because I am one to love hanging out with my friends and love going different places, but it's a time to just not think about yourself. Like, we don't have the time. We're trying to live our lives, you know? I do want to give a special shout out. Special shout out is probably not the right word to use, more like acknowledge. To all the grocery store workers, the healthcare providers, researchers, and like fast food like workers, all of them that are still going out to their jobs almost every day to help supply needs to us. And they're risking their lives despite this pandemic, but they're still willing to help others, and I do want to give my support to them. Yeah, I may not be a huge YouTuber, but I do want to, like, spread awareness that there are charities that, like, help support, like, food funding and all that. So I would say look into those. If you do have the money to donate, that is definitely a good option at this point, because with people stocking up on goods, that's not what we should do. Because if you're stocking up on goods, this is what'll happen. We'll have a shortage in supplies for certain products, and then for people who will need those products, they won't have that. And because of that, that will continue to spread the virus more, to where we're gonna have to stay in quarantine longer. So it's not very efficient to stock up on items. Anyways, what I was saying was, you should definitely donate if you can. Please stay safe. Watch some good movies. Actually, some shows that I do recommend during this quarantine. Sense8, I started watching that. That's a good show. Fuller House came out with the new season, and I always never find out about it until months later. I started watching Fuller House. Lucifer is a good show, as always. You, if you haven't watched You yet. I started watching the Gabriel Fernandez Trials. It's like a documentary on Netflix, and surprisingly, it's made me think about the actual quarantine situation less, because it's like, it makes me think about like how my life right now is not as bad as it can be, especially with the case of Gabriel Fernandez, because it's a very tragic case. Stay safe during this time, and to kind of be smart with your decisions. And yeah, I mean, like, my classes are remote now, like, they're online. And if you do feel depressed and if you do feel lonely, that's okay. We're all in this together. And reach out to friends if you can. And if not, consider talking to therapists. I think mental health is a good thing to maintain your mental health well. And therapy is a good way to do that. So, I mean, if you can't afford therapy, I mean, you could talk to friends. And if you can't talk to friends, I mean, journaling is a good tool to use for sure, to kind of get out your emotions and feelings, and is very cathartic. So I definitely recommend journaling. Take some time to calm down and de-stress, but not to like a full extent to where you're not functioning normally, like you're not being productive. So I think this is definitely a time where it's beautiful in a way, because now it's like we're gearing away from like other distractions of this world, and we're kind of just like left with ourselves and kind of reflecting on our life and just enjoying our own presence. Those that are actually like affected by the virus, I send my prayers and support, and I hope you all feel better and that you get the resources you need, because we can't have a shortage in resources at this time. Innocent lives are being taken from this virus. But I do send my love and support to you all, my jellyfish. And I want to say, again, stay safe, wash your hands, don't go outside. If you don't have to go outside, don't go outside. I mean, if you have to get groceries, that's an excuse, I guess. But don't go outside. Try not to go outside. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the like button down below. Comment down below any video suggestions you may have for me. Or you can talk about like how you've been affected by this quarantine. And I hope you all are doing well and staying safe, because it's not worth putting your health at risk with going outside and doing your daily activities. Like, although the coronavirus is like the flu, I mean, like, very young people, like toddlers and the older populations will be affected by it, and their health is at risk. So we must make sure they're doing well, and help maintain their health. So thank you for watching. Share this video with your friends, family, whoever you want. And I hope you all stay safe and do good. Okay. Bye. Don't go outside.